Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shanno Mitra Shamvarunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramaha Namo Brahmani Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadavaktaramavatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram Avatu Vaktaram Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanu Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. May He protect us both. May He nourish us both. May we both acquire strength together. Let our study be brilliant. May we not cavil at each other. Om, peace, peace, peace. So we have completed Brahmananda Valli. We'll start new Valli, that means Bhrigu Valli today. Bhrigu Valli. What we have learned in Brahmananda Valli? That goal of life is Ananda, bliss, joy. Everybody wants joy. Everybody wants to have joy without any worry. If there is worry, that means it is not perfect joy. And that joy is not outside, it is already within us. It is not that we will get it from somewhere else. So aim and goal of our life is Ananda. Yato vacho nivartanti aprapya manasa saha. And in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Yam labdhva cha param labham manyate nadhikam tata. That means what? Whatever is not limited, whatever is not swalpa or salpa, that Upanishad says, Nalpe sukhamasti. We don't feel joy when we have small in quantity. We want to more and more. Suppose somebody has got $1,000, he'll try to get it 10,000. Those who have $10,000, they will want to have more. So this is because of our inner call. It's not in the term of dollar, but we don't want to be disturbed by anything. That's why we don't like tension. And nowadays they say it is a silent killer. So all this is to show that whatever is bhuma means whatever is without limit, who is everywhere, only that source can give us joy. Nothing else, even sense pleasure, even one can say eating. That means what? In course of time, that sense gets numbed or it is saturated. So it doesn't click more. Nowadays lots of kinds of sports are invented. But after certain time that also is old, even computer games. So human search is for this joy, unalloyed joy. So we have already done it, but just a few things. What is that goal? It is beyond our mind and even our speech. yato vacho nivartanti aprapya manasa saha. From where speech, even mind returns without getting it. You see, this is within us, and you can enjoy this as we enjoy in our dreamless sleep. There it is unalloyed joy. That's why we say, oh, I slept so well that I did not know anything. If we know something, some other objects, then it is not unalloyed, rather it is disturbed. And what happens in our meditation? In our meditation, we try to minimize our thought first, and then we concentrate on one object. And that one object, ekatattva abhyasa. Ekatattva abhyasa means we try to fix our mind on our ishta, chosen ideal. And when it is done, in course of time, when mind is trained, when that one object also merges in the meditator. So, three things are there: meditator, object of meditation, and process of meditation. All three merges together. Triputi Bheda. So all three merge together. So, as of now, we have speech, we have thinking, but this thought or this thinking and also our speech cannot touch what we really are. Even you cannot express something which is very beautiful. You can say, oh, it is very beautiful, or it is very sweet. So we cannot say what it is exactly. So it is beyond our speech and mind. Yato vacho nivartanti aprapya manasa saha. Anandam brahmano vidwan na vibheti kutaschana. Now what happens? The realization happens that it is joy, unalloyed joy. And if someone attains to that, then na vibheti kutaschaneti. Then he is not afraid of anyone, because there is no one other than him. In our deep sleep also, we have no other competitor. Therefore, we are blissful. But that is because of our ignorance. But as we go to that state, meditating on that object of meditation, then what happens? When that Triputi Bheda happens, then there is no one to be fear of. Why? Because Dvaitat Bhayam Bhavati. When there are two, then only we are afraid of the other person or other entity. Etam ha bhava na tapati kimaham sadhuna karvam. Then he does not think, oh, why I have done that, or why should I? He does not worry about anything more. So, once speech returns along with mind without reaching it, the knower of that bliss of Brahman fears not. Such thoughts certainly never distress him, that why he did not do this right, or why he did what is sinful, because that time he is beyond all karma. He finds that there is only one, nothing to be fear of, nothing to be worry about. So that is what happens. Generally what happens, we think all this. Oh, I should have done this. 10 times I will tell. I should have done this. Why should I did this? Or why I have done that? So this is because we are steeped in ignorance. So anyway, he who thus knows them fosters his self. Verily, he fosters the self who knows these two in this way. So here ends the Upanishad. So this one, now Upanishad comes to an end, but now comes how to meditate on that bliss. How to find that bliss, the exploration. So number one, it is exploration. We meditate on Panchakosha Vivek. Panchakosha Vivek means segregation of 5 sheaths. This is a kind of that, but exactly not like that. Here we have to find that source. What is that source? Joy, bliss. And what is the source of that bliss? That is Brahman. So we say Brahman. So there was Varuna. Varuna is the father, and his son Bhrigu. So this is this the third Bhrigu. Bhrigu, in the name of Bhrigu, this Valli is dedicated because it is his exploration. It is his exploration to find out that truth which is the source of joy, which is the repository of joy. So, Bhrigur Vai Varunihi. So, Bhrigu is the name of the son, and Varuna is the name of his father. So he approaches his father and tells, "Dear father, please tell me about Brahman. Please give me knowledge of Brahman." So Bhrigur Vai Varuni. Vai here means it is certain. So Bhrigu, the son of Varuna, approached his father. Varuna said, "Sir, teach me about Brahman." So what is Brahman? Where should I get? And how should I get? So please teach me that. Bhrigur Vai Varuni. Okay. Son of Varuna approached his father and then said, "Sir, teach me about Brahman." That Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti. Adhihi means please teach me what is Brahman. Hey Bhagavan. Bhagavan means to address someone, we say like this. Hey Bhagavan, please tell me, Mr. and Sir, please tell me what is Brahman. Tasma etat provacha. Then he said this. Annam pranam. So anna means whatever is eaten and what nourishes us. So anna, prana, pranam. Pranam is vital forces. Chakshuhu. Chakshu means eyes by which we perceive. Shrotram, by which we hear. Shrotram. Manaha, mind. Vachamiti. Through this we can explore about that Brahman. Tam hovacha. Then he said, Yato va imani bhutani. Now, how to find it? That means we have to find the cause of this, the effect. Karya, karana. Cause and its effect. So, how this table came to existence? Because there is wood. How anything comes to existence? Because there is some source about it. So he said, you have to explore the source. This is our way of teaching. It's not spoon fed. Rather, some hints are given. Now you have to explore. This is your project. Like in schools also they do this. So write an essay on project, on something, topic is given. Nowadays, of course, chat GPT is there, so you can search and copy, paste. But not that. This exploration one has to go oneself. So yato va imani bhutani jayante. All this creation has come out of it. Yena jatani jivanti. And after creation, it is sustained because of that or by that. You are asking Brahman. So from Brahman, this whole creation came up and it is sustained. The creation is sustained in it. Jatani jivanti. And yat prayanta vishambishantiti. And after it is done, then it merges in it. Find it. He is not telling what is that Brahman. In the second chapter he has said already. But Varuna approaches, Bhrigu approaches his father Varuna. In the second chapter, what he said? Anand, where is that? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satyam means this is the only truth. This is the existence. This is the only the element. And Jnanam, it is knowledge. Anantam. Anantam is without any barrier, without any limitation. So that is Brahman. But all these are only words. We have to find that which is really truth, Satyam, and that alone exists. It's not illusion. That alone exists. Recently I went to see a museum of illusion. So from one angle, it looks like it is a chair. But from another angle, it's only four, and only a structure. So it is not exactly chair. So similarly, something is seeming here. But Satyam means that alone which is existing, on which all existence come. And Jnanam means the knowledge. And Ananta means without any limit, that we have gone through this. So Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Now how to find this? So his father told that the whole universe, all the beings have come out of it. And it is sustained in it. And it is also dissolved or absorbed or merges in it at the end. So find out that. So tam ho vacha yato vayumani bhutani jayante ene jatani jivanti yat prayantavishambishantiti tad vijijñasasva. And search for it. Quest for this. Tad vijijñasasva. Tat brahmeti. That is Brahman. So what to do? So satapo tapyata. So tapaha brahmeti. So later he will tell that tapas is the only thing. What is tapas? Concentration of mind. When say like a scientist, he goes to a lab and he concentrates on a topic or on a problem and he finds solution. We also read. When we read, we are concentrated. Then even we feel that heat within. So tapa means, there is another word tapa. Tapa means heat. Tapa means by which one is concentrating so that heat is generated, as it were. Generally, it is translated as austerities. But here it is concentration. So, tapo brahmeti, tapas is Brahman. And what is the answer? Any question, you can ask any question. What is the answer? The question is the answer. You know, in PhD, what they do? They select a question and they try to find the answer. If you can ask a question correctly, you can also find the answer. You know, like this is what happened. Let me tell you a story. That will be. So, in Mahabharata, when 5 Pandava brothers were roaming in a forest, you know, because for certain reason they had to go. So all of a sudden a deer appeared, and a person appeared, and he said that I lost my Aruni kasta, please find that for me. And you are Kshatriya, this is your duty, like police nowadays. So they were searching, and then they were tired and thirsty, hungry also. So they were searching water. So Nakula Sahadev, five brothers were there, and mother also there, Kunti. So Sahadev went up to a tree and found at distance there is water. So Yudhishthir asked that Sahadev to go there and fetch water. But he went there, and as soon as he wanted to enter in that pond, some voice came that this water belongs to me, don't touch it. If you touch, if you drink, you'll be dead. But he thought he was so thirsty, first he thought he'll drink some water and then take some for brothers. And then he touched and he died there. Then when Yudhishthira saw he is not returning, then he asked Nakul, go and search. Same thing happened, he also died there. Arjuna also, so when he went and wanted to touch the water, then he said, you don't know, who am I? I am Arjuna, Madhyam Pandava. So ultimately he also died there, and Bhima also died. But when the turn came to Yudhishthir went there, and as soon as he wanted to touch, he said, your 4 brothers have already died. If you touch this water without answering my question, then you will also die. So he said, no, you please ask questions, I'll answer. Then he answered those questions, and lots of questions are there. But here the point is, in every moment of our life, we face questions. Those who answers the questions, they survive. Those who does not answer the questions, they are dead. That is why this is called Kala Prashna. The time always asking us questions. Should I do this, or should I not do this? And when that question is asked by time, one should be able to answer that question. If we don't answer the question, then we die. So here, how to explore that? How to find the answer? There we need to concentrate. We should concentrate on the problem, and the answer will come. The answer is hidden in the question. So, that is So, what is that answer? Tapaha. Tapaha means strive for it. Satapo tapyata. He strove. And so after doing tapas, after exploration, he finds the answer. What is his answer? He finds, the question is, what is Brahman? The answer is, from which this whole universe has come up. And it is sustained in this, on this Brahman. And it merges at the end. So he found the answer. What is that? He came back to his father. He said, now I know. What is that? Annam Brahmeti Vyajanat. He came to know about the Anna. Why? Because everybody is born out of Anna. Anna means food. When food is eaten, nourished, and then father, mother procreates, so then a child is born. Therefore, from Anna this has come. So, Annam Brahmeti Vyajanat. It is Anna. Anna means food. Annadheva Khalvi. And we also see like this. This is made up of Anna. And it will be, when it is dead, it will be merged in the Anna, food.
Swami?
Huh?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I've always understood tapas to mean austerity. And is
That's
that, am I
told
incorrect?
You. Tapas, austerity. What is austerity? Concentrate on one object. That is austerity. Not that you put your head down and feet up. There also it is concentration. You are right. That is the way it is translated. But what is the heart of it? When you are studying for and preparing for your examination. So, in Sanskrit it is said, Vidyarthinam Adhyanam Tapaha. For the students, study is tapas. For a person who is striving to have money, for them business is tapaha. And ultimately what is, if you concentrate, you'll understand that behind everything it is called cultivating, concentration, or anything you are concentrating on. If you want money, then you are concentrating on money, putting your effort in money. If you are a scientist, you are putting your effort to understand the mystery of nature. And if you are a student, you are trying to concentrate on your text. Similarly, a person who is trying to find out the truth of this world, he will concentrate on himself or your once chosen ideal. So tapas, generally this is the translation. Austerity. What is austerity? Not eating. For what? So that mind is concentrated. Or limited eating. Or doing some physical. For what? So that mind does not go here and there. So ultimately you will find Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhana. Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. Tapas means concentrating or delving in those ideas. Swadhyaya, updating oneself. Swadhyaya means good reading. Good reading means what? Updating one's ideas by study, even by repetition of mantra, and Ishwar Pranidhan, that means concentrating on God. So here, tapas. So he understood it is annam. Annam means that which is eaten. That means which is consumed. And in the beginning, this is the starting point. If you see a child, whatever you give, it will put on in its mouth. So these are instinct, because that time we want to grow. Body wants to grow, so annam is the basic. Annam brahmeti vejanat. It is food. He understood. Annadheva khalvimani bhutani jayante. He learned that food is Brahman, because that is, he found that whole universe is for eating. Animals, they eat, they survive, and they die also. And when they die, they become anna for others, food for others. So, because from food these creatures are born, having been born, by food they live, and having departed into food again they enter. Though he answered this, but he was not satisfied from within. To know it, he approached his father, Varuna, because he was not, when you have answered and you don't need anybody to certify you. But if you have some doubt, that means you don't know. So he understood Anna is the basis or the first step. But he had doubt. So again he approached his father. Father, please teach me Brahman. So to know it, he approached his father again, Varuna, and said, Sir, teach me Brahman. And to him he replied, again the same answer. With penance, thou shouldst ask of Brahman. Tapas is Brahman. Again, tapas is Brahman. Exploration. What is exploration? They want to find something. They are also concentration. The heart of it is concentration. So he said, Tapo brahmeti vejanat. This Tapo brahmeti tam hovacha tapasa brahma vijigyasasva. By tapas you try to explore, try to understand. Tapo brahmeti, tapas is Brahman. Sa tapo tapyata, and he again went tapas. And he again concentrated. What is this? Let me find out. What is this? So Anna, behind Anna he finds that this prana is the next. Pranam brahmeti vejanat. So he performed tapas, and having performed tapas, he returned. Prano brahmeti vejanat. This child, everything will take in mouth. And after certain age, then you'll find like that child, always active. So next is prana. Prana means vital forces. Prana brahmeti vejanat. See, he understood this prana. Because of prana, everything is vibrating. And because of prana, everything is sustained. See, suppose we are living, but we don't do anything. Food will not come. For food you have to strive, you have to cultivate, or you have to work somewhere. Then you will get anna. So prana is the next. Pranadheva khalvimani bhutani jayanti. So from prana, see, from one prana comes another prana. It's not from one stone to another stone. One prana, then comes the progeny. So pranadheva khalvimani bhutani jayante pranena jatani jivanti. And when there is prana, then only we are living. Pranam priyanta visham vishantiti. And at the end, we enter into prana also. Abhisambishantiti. Tad vijnanaya punareva. Now he found this truth. And he could understand also that yes, some truth is there. But he was not satisfied. So again he approached his father. Tad vijnaya, for knowing this or that. For knowing that. Tat vijnanaya. Punarevam, punareva, varunam pitaram upasasara. Again he went to his father and said, please father, teach me the Brahman. Adhihi bhago brahmeti. Tam hovach. Again he answers the same, he repeats the same answer. Tam hovach. Tapasa brahma vijignyasas. A truth penance. I understood. You found something, but don't stop there. And Sri Ramakrishna, what Sri Ramakrishna said? Sri Ramakrishna said, the Brahmachari told, go forward. Don't stop here. Don't stop at your laurel. Rather, you have to go forward to find more. So a woodcutter was cutting wood and he used to collect some wood and he used to sell. So once Brahmachari met him, he said, go forward. So after a few days he thought, let me go forward. And he went forward. He found the forest of sandalwood. So he cut them and sold. So he got more money. After certain days he thought, Brahmachari told me to go forward. Why should I stop here? So he went forward and he found mines of silver. And again after a certain time he thought, why should I stop here? So he went further, found mines of gold and then diamond, and then he became rich. So this is like same way. Punarevam varunam pitaram upasasara adhi bhago brahmeti tam hovacha tapasa brahma vijignyasasva. You try to explore, you try to find out with tapas, concentration. Austerity means what? Austerity means concentrating one's mind in that, whatever you are exploring. Brahma vijignyasa, tapa brahmeti, sa tapos taptva. After tapas, he found another subtle thing. What is that? Mano brahmeti vajanat. He found that mind. You know, how this house has come? Because somebody thought there should be house. So house has come. And he maintains also. And at the after a certain time he says, okay, let me have a new model. So he breaks it. So in mind we conceive. How this computer has come? Somebody thought in his mind. And gradually it has developed. And one day it will be obsolete and no need of outer computer. Then we'll think about it and we'll get it. Or for that matter, for creation, this whole creation. Whatever you think, suppose you are a painter, you paint. Whatever you think, you paint. Now it is expressed. Or if you are a storyteller, you conceive an idea and you tell the story. So from mind, everything is born. And in the mind, it is sustained. And at the end, it enters also in mind. So he is the third step. And it's subtler. So, manaso hyeva khal vimani bhutani, imani bhutani, all the bhutas, jayante, manasa jatani jivanti. You know, even family, how family happens? A person thinks, okay, let me have a family. So he marries and then family. And then he has to earn money to feed them. So everything goes on because of that thought. Manaha prayanta visham vishantiti. Tad vijnaya. Then he knows. Again, but he was not satisfied. when you find solution, then you have nothing to ask about. You'll understand, yes, this is. See what Sri Ramakrishna said. 7 gates. In each gate, and somebody was doing a gatekeeper was there. So a person enters. Is he the king? No, because he is not the king. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. When he reaches there on 7th, he need not ask the question because he knew this is the king. So here the question was there. Tad vijnaya punareva varunam pitaram upasasar. Again he approached his father. So he understood that Manas is Brahman, because from the Manas these creatures are born. Having been born, by Manas they live. See, even we are living, where we are living? Apparently we are living in our body. But no, we are thinking people. We live in our thoughts, mind. So having been born by Manas, they live. Having departed into the Manas, again they enter. To know it further, he approached his father. And you see, father is also mature. He's not saying anything. He's not spoon feeding. Rather he says, you have to earn. You have to understand. So do tapas. Only this hint is being given. Having departed into Manas, again they, okay. To know it further, he approached his father, Varuna, again and said, Sir, teach me Brahman. To him he replied, with tapas, thou shouldst ask of Brahman. Tapas is Brahman. Because whatever, jan sadhan, tan siddhi, whatever we try to get, that effort itself is the result. Effort is manifest as result. So when we are trying to find something, then that secret is to be revealed by sheer, it is a penetrating understanding. It's like drilling machine. So to him replied, with tapas thou shouldst ask of Brahman. Tapas is Brahman. He performed tapas, and having performed tapas, he understood a subtle, higher than mind. What is that? Vijnanam brahmeti vyajanat. Then he understood Vijnan. Knowledge is Brahman. Why? Because whatever is created, behind that is knowledge. Brahma, how he created? That in the beginning, tapasa achiyate Brahman. So Brahma, first he did tapas to understand what happened in the previous circle. So he created, first understanding that. Okay, how you create anything? By knowledge. Even this house was built on knowledge. Because of knowledge, this house is standing today. Is it not? So all our actions are based on our knowledge. Even now you are understanding, you are thinking. This is also based on knowledge. All other things are subservient. So in knowledge, it is sustained. In and through knowledge it is created, and in knowledge it sustains. And in knowledge it merges also. Wherever it is created, it merges. How we know? In our deep sleep we know. that everything merges. So Vijnanam Brahmeti Vajanat. Vijnanadheva khalvimani bhutani jayante. Vijnanena jatani jivanti. See, like he was growing with this tapas. First he thought it is anna, food. Then he thought, no, 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 not food, prana. Then again he found, no, 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 it's mind. Then again he found that it is the intellect, that vijnanam, knowledge. He understood that intelligence is Brahman. Now, this, as a human being grow, what happens? Gradually he becomes thoughtful. A child puts everything to its mouth, and young one always playful or active. And then as you grow older, you'll find gradually you think more. And as you grow older, then you exist in your intelligence, in your skills, in your understanding. That is why when we want to know something, we ask an elder person, because they have gone through all these things. They are now wise. So, Vijnanena jatani jivanti vijnanam priyantha visham vishantiti. Tad vijnaya, again to know him, know that Brahman, again he approaches his father. Because he was not satisfied. Though he is understanding higher and higher goals, but he was not satisfied. So, punareva varunam pitaram upasasara. Harihi bhagavo brahmeti. Again, the same question he poses. And his father answers the same answer. Tam hovacha. Tapasa brahma vijignyasasva. Tapo brahmeti. Satapos tapyata. Satapas tapva. And he did tapas. Inquired. Concentrated. Tried to understand. And then what happened? Now comes Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat. So this Vyajanat means he then is not intellectual knowledge. He tasted that joy, bliss. And now there is no need of asking any question further, because he saw that from Ananda everything is created. Because of this whole creation, how it has come. Ekoham bahusyama prajaya. I am alone. Let me be many. Because if you are alone, there is no fun. So, to have that joy, you must be many. When you are many, if you eat, in a corner you can eat a sweet meat or mango, nice mango. But you will not be satisfied. When you share with someone, then you are satisfied. So when that expression, Anandam is what? Now all the barriers are gone. Our limitations are gone. You feel joy. When you see a mountain, what happens? You feel that huge and big something, a sky, something enormous. Then you feel joy. When you see the ocean, then you feel joy. Why? Because there are no limitation. So Anandeva khalvimani bhutani jayanti. Even the creation happens because of joy. And from joy it is created. In joy it sustains. If we don't have joy, why should we live? Yeah. If there was no joy, kena kasya, this shariram anusanjaret. That there is a statement. If there is no joy, why should we keep this body? If you see closely, you'll find it is because of joy we want to live. And as of now, because we don't find, we are searching that joy. But this Bhrigu, now he attained that. Anandadheva khalvimani bhutani jayante, anandena jatani jivanti, anandam priyanta visham vishanti. Iti. Now comes, he does not ask any further question because he understood. Seisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. And this is Bhargavi Varuni. Okay, let us read a little of this. He understood that bliss is Brahman, because from bliss these creatures are verily born. Having been born, by bliss they live, and having departed into bliss, again they enter. Brahman, getting itself reflected in Maya, forms an image in it. Like the painter, what happens? Some ideas are there. Until or unless it is projected, he or she is not satisfied. So Brahman getting itself reflected in Maya. So similarly, in this Maya, the Brahman is reflected, and this whole creation has come up. The image in its microcosmic aspect is called Jiva. So it is individually we are Jivas, and collectively it is Brahman. And in its macrocosmic or collective aspect is called Ishvara. This Jiva is the basis of ignorance or nescience, which by its Avarani Shakti hides the nature of Brahman from the Jiva, and by its Vikshepa Shakti. So we have two powers. One is covering power and one is projecting power. Anyway, we have discussed it long. So Bhrigu, in his attempt to know what exists even beyond the intellect or Vijnanamaya Kosha, came to perceive the Anandamaya. So Anandamaya, you can say it is a Kosha, but actually it is full of joy. And beyond that is the existence. That is our real existence. So Anandamaya Kosha is the closest, and after that questioning also ends. Okay. Seisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. So this is Sa Esha. Esha means this one. This is Varuni Vidya, means Varuna, because Varuna was the teacher and Bhrigu was the student. So Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. So this is that knowledge of Bhrigu and Varuna, which is established in the supreme space. Now, supreme space. Why is this the supreme space? It is within us. As we see space outside, so Bahyakasha means outer space. And similarly, we have inner space also. We are in this Bahyakasha. This body is in Bahyakasha. But within us there is Akasha, space. But conceive of that which is called Chidakasha, Antar Hridaya Akasha, space within the heart. There it is our real existence. So this is the knowledge of Bhrigu. and Varuna, which is established in supreme space. He who knows thus is also established in the supreme space. He becomes rich in food and is able to eat food. That means he has nothing to worry about. Everything comes to him. And he becomes great by progeny, by cattle and spiritual lustre. So, that annavana annado bhavati. So, annavan and annada. Uh, so, annavan means he is full of food because that's the basic. It comes. And annado, that means giver of food also. Annada, eater of food. Annada. So annam attiti annada. So he is the eater of food also. Because he only knows how to eat. Means how to enjoy, not to get involved. With detachment, he enjoys. It's like this. Ishavasyam idagam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. By detachment, one enjoys. If someone is engaged, entangled, he cannot enjoy. He becomes product of his own creation. He gets attached. So, a person when he is a drashta, only he enjoys. You know, if you see a football match, then you can enjoy. But if you are playing, then you can understand. And now here it's rugby. So, oh my God, sometimes they kick. So you cannot enjoy. Next day you will not be able to get up from your bed. But if you only watch means if you have interest, then only you can watch. So then you can enjoy. So annavana nado bhavati, mahan bhavati, and he becomes great. Prajaya, by progeny. Pashubhi means cattle, etc. That time. Brahma varchasam, varchasena. That means he is with lustre of Brahman. His appearance become transfixed. Mahan kirtiya, and his kirti means his glory also spread all over. Say, Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna realized. So what? Now his glory worldwide. So Buddha realized his glory is worldwide. Christ realized his glory is worldwide. And nothing is like limiting him. So thus, this is the knowledge of Bhrigu and Varuna, which is established in the supreme space, Antar Hridaya Akasha, within us. It is not that outside. Only thing we have to understand, we have to explore, find out, and be steeped in it. He who knows thus is also established in the supreme space. He becomes rich in food and is able to eat food. Like we have food, enough food, but we cannot eat. Enough sweet meat, but suffering from diabetes, so cannot eat. Not like that. He will be able to eat also. He becomes great by progeny, by cattle and spiritual lustre of his person. He becomes great by fame. Now comes the next one. So we will stop here, because after that, what is the what it should do or one do. So We'll take up this later. So 5 stages. First he identifies with annam, food. From food all are created. In and through food it is sustained, and at the end it enters into food. And then prana, mana, vijnana and ananda. So behind ananda is like ananda prachuratvat, that it's full of joy, ananda, bliss. So this way Upanishad takes us gradually to one level to a higher level to higher level, and then highest level. And it is not outside, it is within us. We are to explore, we are to ask questions, we are to do penance, tapas, concentrate. Then we can find this answer. Akshay?
Yes. Like, but Bhrigu did not go beyond Anandamaya course.
Okay, Anandamaya course, you see, like this is. You are in Delhi, right? And Delhi,
Yeah.
there are, and as you enter in the president's house, so you can say that you have entered that kosha. But you are seeing president. When you are seeing president, there is no further to go. Kosha has that means he has crossed that barrier. As Sri Ramakrishna said, seventh gate. When he crosses seventh gate, it is already he reached there. And after this, one cannot tell. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. This much Upanishad can tell. And after that, he is full of joy. Ha-oo, 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 like this. He is full of joy. Then what to say? He has no question left. When you enter the last gate for the president's quarters, then you have reached. Right? Aham, he becomes all. Ahamannado, like this. He is full of joy. That it will come later, this one. There is a okay, after this maybe. What? Sa yaschayam purushe yascha savaditye sa ekaha saya evam vid asman lokat pritya etamannamayamatmanam upasankramya etam pranamayamatmanam upasankramya sankramya etam manomayamatmanam upasankramya etam vijnanamayamatmanam upasankramya एतमानंदमयमात्मानम् उपसंक्रम्य हिमान लोकान् कामान्नि कामरूपान् अनुसंचरन् एतत् सामगायन् नास्ते. Now comes ha-oo, 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 Ahamannam, ahamannam, ahamannado, ahamannado, ahamannadaha, aham shlokakrit, aham shlokakrit, aham shlokakrit, ahamasmi prathamajārita swa, purve devebhyo mritasya nabhai, यो मा ददाति स इदेव मा वाह अहमन्नम अहमन्नम अहमन्न अहम अदन्तमाद्वि अहम इदं भुवनभ्यस् भवाम सुवर्ण ज्योति या एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत्. So then comes realization. So, after that, there is no question, no answer. What happens, IPL? IPL, IPL is cricket league. He is very familiar. People get mad. Or here, that rugby, the party that wins, they dance about and go round and round. But here it is not like that. Here he enjoys the bliss. And it is so much that it comes out, as it were, like Sri Ramakrishna. Okay?
Thank you.
IPL, he understands IPL.
Swami,
Huh.
I have a question about the bliss. I understand how in Satchitananda, Sat is like in self-existent, Chit is self-aware, but why Ananda? Because it's not. That seems like an attribute, whereas self-existence, self-awareness.
Okay, so like this. Yadesha anando nasyat. So, even in Upanishad, that Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it says, if there is no ananda, so why you are living? Why are you living? It's for joy. Yadesha akasha anando na syat. That in this, I think, in this Upanishad also. Okay, let me find out. So without joy you cannot live. If you don't go to deep sleep, if you don't taste that bliss, people die. That gaming for 3 or 4 or 5 days, they did not sleep and they died. Why? Because without joy one cannot live. Yadesha akasha anando na syat. This, I think, this here. Okay, I'll find out this. Kasya madaya that shariram anusanjareta. Kimasya kasya kamaya shariram anusanjareta. If there was no joy, we would not have even liked to live. Why should we suffer this much? Only in the hope of joy we are enduring this suffering. So, joy is the basis. So, Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat, existence. Chit, awareness. Ananda, joy. This is not quality. This is our real nature. I or this is the way we talk about. If I tell you you don't exist, you said, Swamiji, please mind your business. I know I exist. So this is our this is our awareness. And I am aware that I exist. It is inherent within us. Only we don't feel that we are joyous. Why? Because of our so many desires. They are running riot. But if you can empty your mind from all desires, then you can feel that joy. And every night we do. First, when you go to sleep, you empty your mind. You don't think about how much money do you have in your bank and how relationship and all kinds of things. You just discard everything. Then only you can sleep. And a time comes when you don't dream. Then you are very close to that state where it is the joy. Only you get a glimpse of that joy. But a person who enters into samadhi, he becomes that Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. The Nwara Brahman becomes Brahman. And the person who enjoys this bliss, he becomes Brahman. And he becomes Brahman. Okay, very good. Okay, next week I'll not be here again. Okay. So three days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tassat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Thank you.
Pranam Swamiji.
Namaste, namaste. Hari Om. Deva,
Yes, Swami.
we'll talk maybe after, say, yeah, you can, after, say, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Anamal.
Namaste, namaste. Jai Ma.